And good evening, and welcome to another broadcast of Friday Night Football for the Ripon Tigers. And tonight it is the annual homecoming game, and the Tigers tonight play the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers here at Ingalls Field. We have some nice pomp and circumstance going on here tonight. The parents are all in the south end zone of not only the football players but the cheer squad. The band playing here tonight as well, all sounding good. And we're glad to have you aboard on AM 1600 and 93.1 FM, WRPN, The Wave. And also online at youtube.com/Ripon Channel. With my longtime broadcasting friend, Marty Ernzer.
Yes, we go back several months. Yes.
I'm Lynn Krause, and homecoming tonight, Marty, with the KML. Always a special evening, and it's a beautiful evening.
Yeah, it is great for football, and it's great for homecoming. They must have had a heck of a parade. I was out of town, and I think Ripon, well, maybe they'll bring a little something. I think we hit rock bottom last week, so I think everything now is going to be on the upswing, I would like to think.
Yeah, it was a tough week last week for sure down at Port Washington, but at least our meal was good from the pregame.
It was indeed. Downtown Port Washington, check it out sometime if you're in the area. Yep.
So anyway, the Tigers, as mentioned, they are in the conference. They are winless in the conference at 0-4, 1-5 overall. And the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers, just a game ahead of them in the conference. They are 1-3 in the conference, 2-4 overall. But Marty, KML has had a pretty tough schedule.
Absolutely. We were talking about that. You know, they've non-conference too. They beat Watertown Luther Prep by a little less than a touchdown, and then they lost to WLA, which is a sound team, by just a touchdown. They lost to Kewaskum, this Kettle Moraine Lutheran team out here on the field, by 7-0. But now the last two games, here it is. They opened up a can of you-know-what on. And they were beaten 2 weeks ago, 42-7 by the Port Washington Pirates. And Berlin put 35 points on them. But to their credit, they scored 27, this Kettle Moraine Lutheran team. So don't look at the record with some teams. They're like a wounded animal that has a lot more talent than you would think by looking at just the scores.
Well, one thing to look forward to tonight, of course, not only homecoming, but the play of Ethan Struble. Just kind of looking through some of the stats, Marty. He has over 650 rushing yards on the season. He's got an opportunity with some strong games here at the end to hit 1,000.
Well, that would be something, because when you're got a struggling program, there's not a lot of good things going on. But for him to achieve even 800-yard season with 3 games to go, that would be something.
And you had mentioned earlier before we went on the air about the big game tonight taking place over in Berlin.
Yeah. Tonight, what we got is Berlin versus Kewaskum. And like you said, Berlin is at the top of the conference, 5-1 overall, undefeated at 4-0 in conference. And the Kewaskum Indians, they are currently in third place, but they have the same record as Plymouth and Port Washington at 3-1 in conference. So Kewaskum, they beat Port Washington, and now tonight they are getting it on with the Berlin Indians. So there's two teams that have the same uniforms. That's always something to see. So, Berlin and Kewaskum should be a great game. And Sheboygan Falls is at home with that Port Washington team. So you look at the top 5 teams in this conference, and it's pretty fun to watch who's going to beat who. It's going to be a scramble at the end. If Berlin gets beat tonight, you got 4 teams at least that could vie for the conference championship with a few games to go.
Well, turning our attention back here to Ripon tonight and Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Marty, you had mentioned last week, those of us who witnessed it and those who either listened or saw the game online, it was a pretty brutal night for the Tigers with 8 turnovers and just things did not go well at all. And with this being homecoming week, it makes you wonder, how these kids are going to respond. And you hope that they respond well with a good week of practice. And we already know what the keys are. Just, don't be fumbling the ball, turning it over, and, play sound, fundamental football.
Yeah, and what we witnessed last week with the self-destruction, if you will, with the turnovers and field position becoming an issue right away in the first quarter. What you're witnessing is pressing. In other words, as individually and collectively as defensive or offensive units and special teams, I should say, for sure, you start pressing and the unit starts to press, and now you're doing things but forcing it, and now you're making mistakes such as fumbles, dropping the ball, interceptions. You lose your train of thought, your focus, because you're pressing, you're trying to make up for the what's on the scoreboard, and it goes from bad to worse. And that's what happened, unfortunately, to the Tigers last week.
Certainly, no doubt about that. And, one other thing, even it's not really a football matter, but, boy, we've really been blessed with nice weather on Friday nights, and tonight is no exception. It is really nice out there.
Yeah, it's great. It was a great day today, by the way, on the golf course. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing an orange shirt, as you are. I'm not making this up. Wayne Mosler, I was listening to him when I was working out at the golf La Sonia today, and today is National Orange Shirt Day. I kid you not.
Well, it's a good thing.
We have
to
a day.
On
we have
homecoming.
We have a day for everything in this country. Yeah, it's National Ingrown Toenail Day. We got it we got everything covered. Yeah.
Well, the kickoff is just about 90 seconds away or so, but as we mentioned, the weather it's about 59 degrees outside and basically zero wind. It is calm out there, and it's just very, very pleasant night, and we certainly are going to look forward to hopefully a good football game here tonight.
Yeah, like I said, Kettle Moraine, they got upperclassmen. There's an old expression in high school football particularly, you win with seniors. And I told you a few minutes ago before we went on the air, they dress a dozen seniors, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and they dress also a dozen juniors, and then just 8 underclassmen, of which most of those are sophomores. So they do have that maturity advantage over the Tigers, as most opponents do, this being such a small and young squad for the Tigers.
Well, happening on Inglesfield right now, we mentioned earlier the parents were on the south side of the end zone there, and now the players have come walking out onto the field, and they will all be standing there. They're getting a nice round of applause from the fans here tonight. Really nice student section here as well for homecoming.
Yep, you got the class of 72 50th, and the class of 71, they're 51st because they didn't I think there was 3 of them last year at homecoming, and then because of COVID, most of them stayed home. So talking to Keith Cram, who is a member of that graduating class, they're having it tonight also with the class of 72.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with a kickoff right after these messages. Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service. Horicon Bank is proud to support local business, community, and individual financial growth. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC. Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign. Compassionate, high-quality dental care for the whole family. Aroma's Bar and Grill has authentic Mexican cuisine, mouth-watering steak, seafood, chicken, and vegetarian dishes cooked up with a delicious blend of spices and years of experience. You're sure to discover your favorite. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23. And the national anthem just finished up here. A beautiful job done by the Ripon Choral Group.
A cappella.
It really was nice, no doubt about it. And always good to see these young kids out there singing and doing their thing. And they did an excellent job under their band or their vocal director tonight. So, as mentioned, we did want to thank all of our sponsors who make our broadcast possible tonight, and that includes the Horicon Bank. Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service. Horicon Bank is proud to support local business, community, and individual financial growth. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC. Well, the parents are going out to, looks like close to midfield here tonight for the homecoming, and the players have stayed behind. So they're going to kind of, I guess, go round up in a big huddle out there, Marty. And
well, if we could,
if they're going to call a play, I don't know.
If we could leave those adults on the field during play, we might have an advantage in this game.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, anyway, and now the Tigers head on out to the parents.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
The 40-yard line.
That's a little different, isn't it? Normally they'll kind of run through a gauntlet kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this time they were received at the 40-yard line by their parents.
And I should also mention the cheer squad as well were out on the field and also ran up to the 40-yard line by the parents with the football team. Well, Marty, I guess we'll talk about it anyway, but what are some of these keys that the Tigers really must do tonight in order to, put on a good game?
You know, we've talked about this all season. The number one thing, and I think you know this too, Lynn, is stop with the mistakes. You can't, when you're the underdog, literally in every game that you go into, you cannot be making mistakes on your own accord. You have to stop that. The best example, of course, was last week. Okay, that's forgotten now. Forget that game. Move on to this one. So stop shooting yourself in the foot. And then secondly, you have to do your job. I don't care if it's offense or defense. If you're on the defensive line, you're the end, you got outside contain, then do your job. If your job is to go up the A-gap on a linebacker blitz, do your job. Offensively, you got to block. You got to give the quarterback that we were just talking about that's really got some nice rushing yards on the season, you got to give him time to be effective. And other than that, focus and concentrate and stop with those letdowns on special teams.
Kettle Moraine Lutheran, even though the record is 2-4, they aren't really an offensive juggernaut. They're only averaging about 18 points a game.
Yep.
So, with some good defense for the Tigers tonight, and if the Tigers can get some offense going, they should have an opportunity if they play a nice, clean game. And their leading rusher, Kettle Moraine's, only has about 385 yards, so short of 400.
Yeah, and, they were giving very stingy defensively, but the last two games, as I mentioned, with Port Washington and Berlin, they've given up combined 77 points in just those last two games. Prior to that, they were giving up about 12 points a game.
All right, so the kickoff for Ripon goes to the 20, and it's being returned down to the right side, across the 30, 35, 40, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Doing the kickoff returning for Kettle Moraine was Samuel Elke. He's a junior.
Great run coming around that right end.
And a nice push-out bounce by the Tigers. I believe that was Carter Kissinger who made the stop.
Yeah, they're going to start right in Ripon territory to begin with.
It was a good return. Now, there is an injured Ripon player down at around the 32-yard line. And I can't really tell.
Nope, got to wait and see.
But the trainer is out there looking at like a left knee, or is that a right knee, I believe? Right knee.
No. Hey, but I'm going to look at the team here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Right away, Lynn, I see Roby, Kyle Roby. I didn't see him in the defensive line last week. Now I see him out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've seen him play some interior tackle this season, but then they went away from him doing that last week. So that'll be interesting. Right away, that stands out in my mind. We'll have to see if they came in, the Tigers, with a particular defensive front, or if they're running their basic 4-3 defense, or if they're doing something unique versus their opponent. We're not going to know that. But as you indicated, with the injured Ripon kid down, 20. He's getting up 53.
That's Riley McCann. That's not a good sign.
No, Riley McCann, one of your better, more aggressive players.
Yeah.
And it looks like he very well could be done for the evening, unfortunately, because he's one of the guys that we've been kind of bragging about that leads by example with his aggressiveness.
He's had a good season.
He plays angry, and that's how I describe a good defensive guy in particular. You fly around wanting to hit people.
All right, well, it's 1st and 10 for the Chargers. The ball at the Ripon 48-yard line. Man in motion in front of the quarterback. And the quarterback gets a pass off to the left side on a screen, and it's caught across the 45-40, and down he goes for a first down for Kettle Moraine.
Beautiful execution on that play. They had a man in motion going to the short side, faked the handoff, and then it was a bubble screen out to the flat that you just said, Lynn. Well executed, well blocked, good ball movement there on the first play.
The quarterback is Landon Hagenow. He's a junior, 6 feet, 160 pounds. 2 running backs in the backfield.
Yeah, pro set.
And it's a snap to the quarterback, hands it off to one of the running backs who goes forward across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line.
That was nothing fancy. That was right off the left tackle from a pro set, twin backs, and they just went off that B gap off the tackle.
Jaden Heemstra made the tackle for the Tigers. It was a gain of 4, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. The ball carrier that time, by the way, was Benjamin Shawi. He's a senior, 5'9", about 190 pounds. Out of the shotgun, 1 running back. Quarterback has it, hands the ball off straight up the middle to about the 30, just inside the 30 before he goes down with Noah Hansen making the tackle.
Yeah, number 84 got him on the legs. Good job, because I'm sure he took some of the punishment to do that for the Tigers. That's Jack Scholzel also wrapped him up on the legs.
Well, here's a big 3rd down for Ripon, although it would be in 4-down territory. The ball's at the 29, and it's going to be 3rd and about 2 here for the Chargers.
Well, let's see if they can stop them on 3rd.
Out of the shotgun, quarterback has it. It's going to hand the ball off up the middle, and it's going to be close to a first down. The running back there again was Benjamin Shawi.
I think it's going to be 4th and less than a yard.
He did not get it. That's correct. Good defense by Ripon, and it all came up front. The defensive line for the Tigers held on.
Yeah, just an observation. I've seen it 3 times now. The snap of the ball, either that one running back is really coming off of the ball and the other one is slow, or we're getting a little early movement here.
I was thinking the same thing about the early movement.
Yeah.
He was leaning forward.
Yeah.
All right, 4th and 1. Shotgun. Quarterback has it. Going to do a pass to the screen to the right side. It's complete. 25-20 in the right side. He's going to go down, and there will be a flag on the play, so that's going to benefit Ripon, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully it wasn't a face mask, and usually you're right. Given where it was thrown in the circumstances, oftentimes it's against.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, he pointed. Your head referee pointed to Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
I think that it was going to be a sideline warning against the Tigers or a penalty on the sideline. That's the way the official waved his hands underneath. So maybe that penalty is against Ripon.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, well, with the penalty, they're going to move the ball here to the 15-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. 2 running backs. Oh, fumble on the play from the snap to the quarterback. And I think KML came up with it, yes.
Yeah, that'd be Benjamin, how do you say his last name? Shawi fell on it. The other heads up, he was not the running back involved in that exchange from the quarterback. It was his teammate, but he did a good job of falling on it.
We're just under 9 minutes on our American Family Insurance scoreboard in the first quarter. This is the first drive of the game, no score. So with the loss of 4 back to the 19, makes it now 2nd and 14. Ball's at the right hash mark, 1 running back, 3 receivers to the left side. Quarterback out of the shotgun, awaiting the snap. And he's got it. Back to pass, looking left, throws across the middle. It's incomplete, off the hands of the intended receiver, Trey Leering.
That pass ate him up. That was about a 12-yard in. He threw a strike to his receiver, and it ate him up.
Yep, went through his hands, hit the helmet, bounced high, but then hit the ground. No Tigers were behind to be able to perhaps make an interception. So it's a defensive stand and hold on that play. Now it's 3rd and 14 from the 19-yard line.
Well, my hunch is they're going to go to the air. I think they feel good about their aerial assault.
Pro set, 2 running backs. Quarterback awaits the snap, flag down. And what are we going to have?
Well, either offsides or delay a game. Let's find out.
It's a false start. You know, Marty, that's what you're talking about. That one player was leaning, and I think he got caught that time.
Yeah, I think that Ripon brought it to his attention. I think somebody on that sideline, someone on the coaching staff, most likely.
And that could very well be, but that benefits the Tigers because now the ball goes back to the 24.
Absolutely, and all the more reason why you now have to play action pass. I don't know if this quarterback can run or not, but if he can sprint out left, stretch that defense, and then try to attack through the air that way.
Landon Hagenow, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, awaits the snap, has it. It's going to be a handoff it's a pitch to the outside running back. He's going to try across the 20, which he does, to maybe the 15-yard line before being brought down on that 3rd and 19 play.
Yeah, they really do a good job on misdirection. You know, their play action handoffs and then pitches and our bubble screens, they do a very nice job of it. Great execution. That
running back is Adam Zilka, Marty, number 23. He's just a sophomore, 5'9", 140.
And now you know why when there's a sophomore on that team, there's only 6 of them on varsity.
3 receivers to the right, ball at the left hash mark, 4th and 10. Snap, good, back to pass, throws into the end zone. It's caught at the 1, and it's a touchdown for KML Chargers.
Wow, he ran a 15-yard skinny post over the middle, and he was wide open. That quarterback delivers a nice ball. Everything he's thrown so far pretty much is on target.
It was a nice pass and catch, just caught right at the 1-yard line. There was a Ripon defender behind him, but unable to make a tackle before KML got into the end zone. Now the point after touchdown kick
looks good.
Is up, and it is good. So with exactly 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter on our American Family Insurance scoreboard, the score is now the Chargers 7, the Tigers 0, and we'll be back with the kickoff here in just a moment. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door, family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000. Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service. The natural choice to help with your financial growth, helping you make secure financial decisions for the long-term stability of you and your family. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC. All right, we're back for the kickoff, and it's taken by the Tigers at around the 14-yard line, straight up the middle to the 30 before he hits the wall, the running back, and there's also flags flying as well. Returning the kickoff out there was Declan Dudzinski for Ripon.
Yeah, the 200-pounder Justice Aubrey, number 56, was the guy that brought down the running back for the Tigers. Good hit by him.
Well, let's see what the penalty is all about. It went flying around the 40-yard line. It's holding against Ripon. That's not good. So they're going to be moving the football back.
Yeah, those are the mistakes we talk about.
Yeah, indeed. So the return went out to the 22-yard line. 32-yard line. That was an 18-yard return. With the penalty, it goes down to the 22, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Ripon. So we'll see what the Tigers can come up with here. Down now 7-0 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 7:53 remains in the first quarter. Okay. Tigers are ready. Play is called. Struble, running backs to his left. In the shotgun, awaits the snap. He's got it. Going back to pass to the right. Throws. It's incomplete. Just over the reach of the receiver out there, Declan Dudzinski.
Yeah, here's the thing, a pet peeve of mine. I think the most successful receivers are the ones that run right into the defensive back, get right up to him, and then make your cut. When you round your cut off, 3 and 4 yards in front of the defensive back, all he has to do is close it down. He reads the pattern. I think you have to run up to that DB, and that neutralizes him. He can't go and he can't run yet, and then you make your hard cut.
2nd down and 10. Struble out of the shotgun. running back in front of him, hands the ball off. I think that's Roby with it. And Roby's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage before he goes down. Nope, I take that back. That is going to be Jordan Perkins on the carry.
Number
time.
5, yeah.
Missed that. Sorry about that.
Oh, I think we're going to excuse you.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. So right now, we know who's winning the game in the trenches. And Ripon's got to figure out what they're going to do on 3rd and long. I mean, everybody knows that calls for typically a passing play. Who knows?
It is going to be 3rd and 10. The ball at the Ripon 22-yard line. So it's a big 3rd down for the Tigers here.
Twins right, single wide to the left.
Man in motion is Dudzinski. It's a jet sweep. He gets it to the 20.
Here you
Left
go.
side, 25, close to the 30. But it's not going to be enough for a first down as he was tripped up out there. Nice tackle by the Chargers. And that's Samuel Elke.
Yeah, they need 3 yards. If it was less than 2, I'd say go for it.
Yeah.
Here I would punt, because if for whatever reason you don't get it, you can't let the bad guys have it, on your own 30-yard line.
The run, it's actually a pass play, is out to the 29 where it brings up 4th down and about 3.
And
Bradley back to punt on his own 20.
They almost look like, yep.
And gets the kickoff. Going to be, it's a fumble by the receiver of Kettle Moraine, but I think he was able to jump on it at the 45-yard line.
Yeah,
very close.
They got 2 fumbles, one on special teams that was recovered by Kewaskum, and then the one on the exchange for the quarterback, and they got that one back as well. So you got to be a little more opportunistic. But still, because of that, they weren't able to return it, so they stay in their own Kettle Moraine. What are they, Chargers, I think?
The Chargers, yes.
Yeah, they stay in their own side of the 50.
Well, it's still good field position for KML on their own 45-yard line. So this will be their second drive of the game. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. See Hagen now, the quarterback, awaits a snap, gets the handoff to the jet sweep running back. He gets it across the midfield stripe, down into Ripon territory to the 47. And the tackle made out there by the Tigers, that's Bowden Greff.
Yeah, number 56. He's been another one of those guys that we've talked about this season on the defensive side of things. Plays an aggressive style of play. And then the other one, of course, is the super sophomore, number 5 for the Tigers, Jordan Perkins.
Gain of 8, 2nd down 2 for the Chargers. Back to pass, the quarterback throws to the right side, caught at the 40, but immediately tackled by the Tigers out there. And the tackler was Carter Kissinger, number 6. But it's enough for a first down, probably a gain of around 7 yards.
Crisp aerial attack. It's a timing. I mean, these guys, that ball's in the air. They know when how many yards he's going to go down and when he's going to make his cut in or out, and the ball's already on its way. That's a very, very well-rehearsed offense.
From the right hash mark and the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, KML awaits a snap, back to pass, looking to the left, throws down the field at the 20, and it's incomplete. Nice defense and recovery out there by Declan Dudzinski.
Yeah, what good hustle on his part to get the hand on that ball. The receiver, the intended receiver, had to wait on that. Had a little air under that by that junior quarterback for the Chargers, and it allowed him to close in on that play and make a great defensive play.
Certainly, and now it's 2nd and 10. That stops the clock on our American Family Insurance scoreboard with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's KML 7 and Ripon 0. From the 40, quarterback out of the shotgun. Man in motion from left to right. Snap is good, rolling right to quarterback, and he's looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked down around the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he got a hand on him. I think it was Perkins. Got the hand on the back of the jersey and dragged him down from behind. And then a half a second later, he was joined by his teammates.
Yes, Jaden Heemstra was the other Tiger out there involved on that sack. A loss of 4. Now it's 3rd and 14. So a big third down play for the Ripon defense here coming up.
Well, the best pass defense is the pass rush on the quarterback. So you got to do it again. Back-to-back plays of putting pressure on that quarterback, make him throw it earlier than he'd like to, and that'll help out your secondary.
Okay. They stopped the clock. The officials did. Talk to the Ripon coach. I'm not sure exactly what about.
I don't know.
Still talking.
I'm
so
not sure.
Know.
You know where they're going to get chicken fried steak after the game.
Well, I think they changed the clock down to 4 minutes 30 seconds, and so then now they started up again. So anyway, 3rd and 14 for KML. Out of the shotgun, quarterback has it. Going to be a screen pass to the left, caught. 45-40, cuts inside, now to the outside, to around the 35, not enough for a first down.
Boy, they do a great job of taking their quickest athletes and getting them in a successful situation. Open space, get the ball quick, and then let him do what he does, operate one-on-one. And he did a great job of making it now a very doable 4th and short.
About 4th and 4, a gain of 10 on that play. Ball at the 34-yard line of Ripon. Left hash mark, so big play for the Tigers defense here. Let's see if they can hold them. Out of the shotgun is Hagenau, the quarterback. He awaits the snap. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to make a pitch. The pitch at the 35, 30. It's going to be very close to a first down. Good defense out there. Bowden Greff made the tackle, and I don't know if did he get it? He did. Oh, it was so close. But the officials say he got to the 30 where he needed to go, and it's a first down.
Yeah, they got out quickened. They got out quickened to the edge, and they're playing old school option football there, with the that quarterback pitches when the defensive end closes down on him, and then the pitch man has to keep his relationship to the quarterback so that he can receive that lateral, and it was perfect.
3 minutes and 5 seconds on our American Family Insurance scoreboard in the first quarter here. 7-0 KML. 1st and 10 on the 30. Right hash mark. Hagenau, the quarterback, back to pass, has the snap, looking left, throws. It's going to be a deep ball and almost intercepted by Declan Dudzinski. He had to try and catch it over his shoulder and was just unable to do so.
Yeah, the receiver broke his pattern off for something else. Miscommunication between the quarterback. He thought he was running more of a fly, and he didn't. He broke it off over the middle. And too bad, once again, we're talking about making the mistakes in pregame here tonight, how Ripon makes all these mistakes. Well, you got to be opportunistic as well. And there's been 2 fumbles that we have not been able to get one of them back. And right there, it would have been nice to get the pick.
2nd down and 10. Again, ball at the 30, right hash mark for the KML Chargers. Snap is good, back to pass, looking downfield, left side again, and this time it is intercepted. Intercepted by Declan Dudzinski at around the 9-yard line.
Great job by the underclassman. And what he did so well, you always want to be as deeper than their deepest man. And he was deeper, and he had help coming from the safety position in front. Great defensive effort by a couple of those backs, and, of course, Dudzinski with the pick. Nice job.
And the receiver on that play is down on the field at about the 5-yard line, and we'll see what's going on with him. The trainer is out there for the Tigers, which Chris Schatzsnyder, the trainer here tonight.
I'd have to see film to see what happened to him.
Yeah,
but at the point of the interception, he wasn't involved. My hunch is once the pick was made, he got his bell rung by a blocker from the Tigers.
I think so, yeah. But he's up and walking off the field under his own power, so that's good news.
And he's going to the right bench.
Yeah,
which if he's not, then we do have an issue. Yep.
All right, our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 2 minutes 45 seconds remain here in the first quarter. It is the Chargers 7, the Tigers 0. The Tigers with a big turnover, but bad field position, unfortunately. It's at their own 9-yard line. So we'll see what develops here now for Ripon. They went 4 and out on their first drive. Boy,
what a great crowd tonight. I wish our cameras could pick up on the home bleachers, just how many people are here this evening.
Beautiful evening, too. All right, so it's Struble with the handoff over to the right side, and this is going to be a tackle for loss in the backfield out there.
Yeah, I think it was Roby for a loss of 2.
Wow. That
they're just shredding right through that right side of the offensive line, at least on that play.
Yeah, that one blew up pretty well and on the Tigers, so it's going to be a loss of about 2 to the 7. So now it makes it 2nd down and 14, and going to make things more difficult here for Ripon.
Yeah, you look at Simon Zarling, the defensive tackle that was in on that play. He's a 6'4 junior, 276 pounds.
Ball at the right hash mark. Struble, the quarterback, has it rolling left, wants to pass, throws. It's, in and out of the hands of the receiver. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Right at the 20-yard line.
It would have been a first down.
And that would have been a first down.
Yeah,
yes.
It was one of those difficult that you had to kind of sit down to catch it because it was going to be so close to the ground to catch. He had to adjust to it.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now it makes it 3rd and 12 for Ripon. And we'll see if the Tigers have a 3rd and 12 play, that they can do something here. So let's hope so.
Need a first down.
Yep, that we do.
So you figure they're gonna bring it. I think I would blitz on this play.
Tigers look like a little unorganized there. They weren't quite sure of the setup, but they're set now and ready to go. Man in motion. From left to right, it throws downfield. Struble does, but the receiver was not there, so some bad communication on that one.
No, it was just overthrown.
Yeah.
I felt that number 84, Scholzel Jack, got about a step on his defenders. He just had to drop it in the bucket. Not an easy pass by Struble to make.
Oh, and there was a penalty against Ripon, a hold, and that is going to be declined by KML. So that means it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th and 12.
Right. You don't want to give Ripon, even though it'd be a farther distance to get the first, another chance to get that first. So this way they get the ball back.
And they're going to have really good field position, too. The punt returners standing on the Ripon 34-yard line.
Wow. You know, I almost wish they'd use a traditional punt in situations like this.
So waiting the snap. It's a good one.
Well, they
punt,
did.
partially, I don't know if it was partially blocked or not, but the punt does bounce and does take a Ripon bounce and goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So that's really good field position for Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
And they've had it so far here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Ripon has been playing uphill and KML downhill, although the defense held for the Tigers' last drive on a nice interception. So let's see if KML can self-destruct again. They've had at least one fumble, 2 of them that they've recovered on their own.
You know, in the defense, they've been showing some really good signs where they forced 3rd and long. And don't forget, last week, the first series, Ripon started on defense. They shut Port Washington down. 3 straight plays made them punt from their own goal line.
All right, Hagen now the quarterback with a handoff up the middle to the running back who gets across the 30-yard line. That's Benjamin Shaywee, the senior.
Yeah. Nice tackle. Might have been Mason Wiesner, but I'm not sure. I thought I saw 23 out there.
The run itself goes to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 6, so brings up 2nd down and 4. Hagen now awaits the snap, and he's got it. Again, a handoff once again. Defense for the Tigers. No gain on that play. Good job by the Tiger defensive line.
Boy, they ran into a pile. Let's see what we got here. You just got to pick the bodies up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's hurt. It's just
taking some time to.
Yeah, what do you call that game? Picks, picks, sticks, and whatever. It was. I guess I'm telling you how old I am, but. Yeah.
All right, no gain on the play from the 29, so now it's 3rd and 4 for KML.
Got to hold him twice.
3 receivers to the right. Here's a quick screen to the right side, complete. Inside the 25, it's going to be enough for a first down. Quick play to Adam Zilka. And KML does get a first down. Good-looking play, very quick. Out to the 23 is where Ripon made the tackle, but it's 1st and 10.
Well, they're doing a great job of getting their offensive running backs and their receivers into open space, and they did it right there too on that third down play.
Time winding down here in the first quarter. This should be the last play. Here's a handoff. Nope, quarterback keeper, and he's going to cross the 20 and go down to about the 17, and that will end the first quarter of play on a gain of about 6 yards. So after 1 quarter of play, our American Family Insurance scoreboard reads the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 7, the Ripon Tigers 0. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter after these messages. Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign. Compassionate, high-quality dental care for the whole family. Hillside Dental. Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to each and every student. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and strive for excellence. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Aroma's Bar and Grill isn't just the place to get authentic Mexican cuisine anymore. Their menu also includes Friday Fish Fry, Legend Larry's Chicken Wings, steaks, burgers, and much more. Experience authentic Mexican cuisine and the expanded menu items at Aroma's Bar and Grill. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23. And welcome back to Ingalls Field. The start of the second quarter just underway. That was the first play. A handoff to the running back, Shaywee. And not much there. It was a 2nd and 4. Gains about 3, brings a 3rd and 1. So with Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. Homecoming 2022 here in Ripon as the Tigers play the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. All right, big 3rd down from the 14. For KML and the Ripon defense. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's got the 1st down, but not much more than that. He's going to get inside the 10, though, at about the 8 before he goes down, and that's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, that's a nice job of the way they ride number 24, Shaywee. He rides him and then pulls it out at that last second and keeps it. That's a good job by the quarterback reading the defense. And so you got to hit that first running back as soon as you can so that it forces the quarterback to have to hang on to the ball. Then you control it. But as long as they're able to ride those fakes out, it makes it tough on the defense to react to the ball. All right, Hagen now gets the snap. He's going to do a quick pass, complete, and into the end zone for a touchdown for KML. Boy, what a quick pass across the middle there to that receiver, which was Trey Leering. And he got hit at around the 2 or 3, but muscled his way in. Their timing, their passing attack, their timing is outstanding. I mean, these guys are, as soon as they turn around, the ball's right there for them every time. This junior quarterback for Kettle Moraine Lutheran is just doing a great job of setting up his receivers. The point after touchdown kick is up, and it is good. So, our American Family Insurance scoreboard now reads with 10 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It is the Chargers 14 and the Tigers 0. Back with the kickoff in just a moment. Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, featuring an in-store deli, bakery, floral shop, butcher, and smokehouse. Webster's is your full-service grocery store, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Breakfast is served all day by the kindest, most attentive staff.
The new Red Roof Cafe has all the home-style favorites to please the entire group. Your freshly prepared food will be out shortly after your order. Red Roof Cafe and Breakfast, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. All right, welcome back, and here comes the kickoff by KML. It's caught by the Tigers. That's Max Huber. Nice run back as he gets across the 25 and the 30, down to about the 32-yard line. So at least the Tigers on this drive, Marty, will have some breathing room in front of them.
What a great job for Huber to snatch that ball down that sideline and get those yards the way he did. And that you saw his moves, and that's why after week one, when I saw what he was capable of doing from a wide receiver, yeah, I'm one of his biggest fans. I think he needs to be involved on the offensive side of things and catching the ball from Struble.
The return out to the 33-yard line of Ripon, right hash, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Struble out of the shotgun, waits a snap, has it. He's going to roll to the left, looking to pass. He's going to tuck it and run it. It's at the 35, 40, 45, and down he goes about the 48. A lot of space out there, Marty, in the middle, and Struble took advantage.
Yeah, they went with the twins out to the wide side, and they stretched the defense, and Struble did a great job. When he realized the defender was caught in no man's land, do I stay with the receiver, or at what point do I leave him and then go after Struble? And he stayed with the receiver for the Tigers. Struble tucked and ran, and we know what he does on the ground with the ball in space.
From the 48, it's 1st and 10. Ripon, their first down of the game. Now here's another jet sweep. This is Dudzinski, 45, midfield, and he gets hit and goes out of bounds. Oh, he doesn't go out of bounds, but he does get knocked down. But he made it into KML territory to the 49.
2nd and 7.
Seemed like that he would have had more yardage on that.
Well, because what
ran
happened,
a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, what happens is they ran it to the short side, so you don't have a lot of real estate to work with to create gaps for that for him to turn upfield. And a nice job of the defense of using that sideline as another defender.
All right, 2nd down and 7. Struble back to pass. Now he's going to roll to the left, and he does pass it off. Oh, and it's incomplete. Unfortunate, but just could not be caught out the sideline right in front of the KML bench.
Yeah, the anxiousness of the receiver to turn and want to get upfield and do damage cost him the catch. And that's just something that I don't care what level of football, we see it on Sundays as well. And that is turning your head and trying to run before you secure the ball. That's what that was.
And that stops the clock with 9 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. Again, it's KML 14 and the Tigers 0. And with Ripon facing a 3rd down and 7, Marty, Ripon takes a timeout.
Yep, their first of 3. Who's to know what coach is talking about? I think he likes it seems to me he passing the ball, he's not a big fan of that. And I'd go back to Struble again. Try to, bootleg out to the left, to the wide side, and then flood it with receivers coming from the short side, what you call a drag over the middle. Stretch the defense and either try to complete the pass or tuck and run.
At least at this point in the game, Marty, we haven't seen Struble get the direct snap and either go off the right tackle or the left tackle. We haven't seen that play, I don't think.
Right. I think, and my guess is simply because when they've tried to run up inside the tackles, up the A and B gaps, Ripon has not met with any success because they're getting beat up front. So why waste a play thinking you can do any better with your quarterback? I think that's what they're thinking. So try to get to the edge and use your quickness versus your physicality up the middle.
Well, Ripon needs a 1st down. It's 3rd and 7 from the KML 49-yard line. Awaiting the snap is Struble. He gets it, passes to the right side. It's caught. Nice catch out there. Declan Dudzinski. Not enough for a 1st down, but it's a 4th and manageable.
Now, that was a timing play on that out pattern, that quick out. About 4 yards down and then break it to the outside. Sharp cut, and he caught it in traffic. Good job by the youngster. 4th and 2, Ripon will go.
From their KML 44, it's Struble, the snap. He's going to run it up to the right side. He's got the 1st down for Ripon.
Nice job of realizing where the 1st down marker was and just fight for it and get it. Got it by about, a half yard?
Well, half yard, and that's all we needed, right?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a half an inch, as long as he's got it.
Get it by the length of the football.
You bet. Now, Ripon going quickly here. Here's now Struble. Same play as the last one. Flag, though, and Struble isn't going to get many yards on this, maybe to the 40 before he's out of bounds. And it's a penalty against Ripon.
Yeah, the head referee's calling hold.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad because Ripon had a little energy there. They were going quickly after each snap, and this time, penalty, holding, going to bring them back, into Ripon territory to the 44-yard line.
Hey, guys, stop doing it, okay? Just stop it.
So that makes it 1st and 25, and that's not easy to overcome.
If you have a player that's maybe it's the same player that's getting called for those holds, I'd set him down. The best motivation in sports is the bench, and but maybe it's not. I have no idea.
All right, from the 46 of Ripon, 1st and 10. Struble out of the shotgun, ball to right hash. He's going to roll to his left. He wants to pass. He does. And it's almost intercepted, but it was not dropped. But it's now going to be 2nd and 25.
Yeah, Samuel Elke, the junior of 146-pound, 5'9". Boy, what a great close it was on that, huh? He shot out of a cannon, almost had that pick. And if he keeps his feet, he's dancing in the end zone. Ripon, 2nd and long, huh?
The pass attempt was for Jacob Riddick. He was there, but the pass was just a little late arriving. And a good defensive play. So, yes, 2nd and 25. The ball at the Ripon 46-yard line. Right hash mark.
Coming out of that huddle pretty good.
Tigers getting set. Again, Struble shotgun. 2 running backs to his left. Man in motion is Dudzinski. Back to pass. Throwing down the right sideline is Riddick. And he's got it at the 20. What a nice catch and a 1st down, Tigers.
What great focus. And 82, when the defensive back was right in his face, and he dropped off right before the snap of the ball. And a great job by Riddick going down that sideline. What focus, huh? The defender had his hand right in front of it. I thought he was going to deflect it. And just great focus by Riddick.
And Riddick is 6'3", 195 pounds, so he's got some size, and he used it to his advantage. That's a big play for Ripon down to the KML 19-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Struble finding his target.
Wow, on a 2nd and 25. All right, Struble back to pass, caught. It's complete to Declan Dudzinski on a little out pattern.
That's that same timing pattern. Now, if you can do that on a 4-yard out, see if you can do it on a 7-yard out.
That play successful. However, gains only 3. Regardless, moving forward, 2nd down, 7.
I think it's 3.5, Lynn.
All right. That stopped the clock, by the way, with 8:06 remaining on our American Family Insurance scoreboard in the 2nd quarter. Struble gets a snap, running left off tackle. He gets inside the 15, so some yardage, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
To me, I guess I would almost, Struble's a running back that happens to throw the ball.
Yeah.
He's a very good athlete. And with his moves that he does at that quarterback position, he very well would have been a solid running back for the Tigers had he not been the quarterback.
3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. I formation. Struble hands the ball off to – no, he kept it. I thought Roby had it for a minute. And Struble kept it, followed Roby, and gets some yardage to about the 12, and it's 4th down.
Both teams are fooling you on those options, on those option reads. Yeah, and that's good because if it's fooling you and you're up here watching it, just think about the defenders that are trying to look through other people to try to find out who's got the ball.
I almost think that had Roby had it, he had more space than being the first running back through, but regardless, now we have another clock stoppage, and it's a timeout Tigers, and probably a good one, Marty, with 7:09 remaining on our American Family Insurance scoreboard with the Tigers down to Kettle Moraine Lutheran 14-0. This is 4th and 3. It's a big one.
Yeah, something going back in this series, I noticed when they went with no huddle, on
I
that
like
play.
that.
Now, they didn't get a lot of yards out of it, but it definitely caught the defense by surprise. And I certainly would keep that in my pocket and use it again. Not now, but later, maybe in the second half. If after coming off of a first down, go no huddle right away and try to catch that defense before they can get set.
That was Ripon's second charge timeout of the half. They'll have one remaining. KML has yet to take a timeout.
If I'm the KML defense, I just got done talking to my boys over there on the other side. First thing I'm going to tell them is watch that number 2 for Ripon on that quick out pattern for 4 yards. They've been very successful. They're 2 for 2 with it, so keep your eyes on that.
All right, from the 12, 4th and 2, I formation. Under center was Struble, and the fullback moved. So that's going to make it 4th and 7, and that's a tough break for Ripon.
Yeah,
tough
and you're still got to go for it. It just got a little bit more difficult with the 5 yards added onto it.
And that'll more than likely change the play. So now Ripon is making it harder on themselves here, from a 4th and 2 to a 4th and 7.
You know, this is being down by 2 scores for you, but prior to halftime to come away with a touchdown would be absolutely huge for this Tiger ball club.
All right, out of the shotgun. Running backs to Struble's right. He's going to roll to the right. Struble is looking to pass, throws quick. Down by the 5, but running out of real estate down there was Max Huber. So the pass falls incomplete, and the ball is turned over to KML on downs.
Okay, we've seen 2 fumbles, one on special teams, one on offense. What Ripon has to do now is think in those terms. They want to attack, and you want to, if you can get the guy with the ball and the second guy follows up and tries to dislodge that ball. They need to do something positive to get that ball back for the offense before halftime.
Ball's at the 17. First down and 10 for the Chargers. Pro style, handoff to the running back, right side. Good defense by Ripon, very short yardage.
Yeah, it was one up front by Ripon, and I got to talk to those guys. Stop helping the other guys up off the ground. We don't have time for that. Get back in the huddle and tell them that you're going to do it again. Here we go. Nice stop on just giving them a stingy yard.
Yep.
And that's what Ripon needs to do. Make it 2nd and long.
That is a gain of 3 feet there, Marty. So it's 2nd down and 9. 9 yards, that is. All right. Hagen now out of the shotgun, awaiting the snap. Running back set. Snap is good. Back to pass. Right sideline. Kid is wide open at the 45, and he crosses midfield. 45-40, and down he goes at the Ripon 38.
Ripon got fooled. Looking back at the quarterback on the play-action handoff, and then he got lulled. The receiver that did a nice job waiting and catching that ball comes up a little limpy. Did a great job. I think he sold the defensive back initially that he wasn't going to be involved with the play, and then he put on his afterburners, and it was over.
Nice.
Smart play.
It was good-looking play for Kettle Moraine Lutheran down to the Ripon 38 where it's 1st and 10. We are waiting now as the Ripon trainers going across the field to take a check on that student athlete who caught the long pass.
Yeah, he better be a student athlete.
He is
not like those guys from Randolph. Where'd you go to school, Lynn?
Okay, right hash mark, 1st and 10, KML. 2 running backs with the quarterback, Hagenau. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, Shaywee. Good defensive stop this time for Ripon again, no gain.
Yeah, they're getting stingy up front. They're figuring some things out, and they're doing a great job of closing and taking away any type of a lane for the running back, closing it down for a marginal gain. Good job up front.
The play gains 1 yard, 2nd down and 9.
3 feet, I think.
That makes it 3 feet and 27 more to go. Out of the shotgun, back to pass, looking downfield, right side, and it is caught out there. What a nice over-the-shoulder catch.
Oh, I don't care what team does that. When you see that, that was just a heck of a catch over the shoulders. My goodness, number 2.
Trey Leering. Nope, number 2 it was. You're right. Jack Netzel on the reception. He's a senior, 5'9", 145.
Wow.
Beautiful catch.
Oh.
That makes it a big first down and goal to the 3-yard line.
So Ripon doesn't, they fail on 4th and 7, and then KML goes, hey, guys, let's take another one down the field.
Well, Ripon's run defense has been good. The passing, though, has been difficult.
Right.
Here's a handoff right up the middle by KML, and it is a touchdown. The run by Adam Zilka. And that changes our American Family Insurance scoreboard once again with 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter to KML 20, Ripon 0, PAT coming up.
Their passing attack has been outstanding. I think, in all the games we've covered this year so far, this season?
This is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
So the point after touchdown kick is going to be, it hits the crossbar, bounces back, doink, and no good.
Yeah, the doink, that famous sound heard across the world with the Chicago Bears a couple years back.
Well, Marty, that Hagenau, the quarterback for KML, coming into the game, he had 740 yards passing. That's pretty good.
Yeah, in this conference for sure, because everything is pretty much still predicated on the ground game. And for him to come out and everybody knows that they're going to pass and you still are successful, yeah, that says a lot about that attack. And remember, this quarterback will be back next year as well for Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
All right. It's the Chargers 20, the Tigers 0 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. The Tigers are going to be set to receive the kickoff here by KML.
Now, Ripon only has one timeout remaining and just a little under 5 minutes remaining till halftime. So they don't have that. They only got that one timeout. So that's one thing against them.
So here we go. There's the kickoff, taken by the Tigers at the 15. He fumbles it, but picks it up, trying to get to the right side. Then he gets stopped and nowhere to go, down at about the 17-yard line. So,
and we got the flag thrown. You know, it's 30 yards away from where the ball is. So the two men, one from each team, were having some contact, and we'll see who it goes against.
We're waiting the official signal here. The flag is at the 8-yard line. And holding Ripon. Oh, boy, that's going to put them way back again.
Yeah, why would you be holding there? Why would you be holding, 30 yards out in front of the ball?
Half the distance to the goal. Puts
in front
the ball
of,
at the 10?
In front of the official, no less. It was just one player for Kewaskum, and they're in open space in front of the back judge, and that's what happens.
Okay, well, the ball back to the Ripon 10, first and 10 for the Tigers here. Struble out of the shotgun, awaits a snap, has it, back to pass, throws right, caught. Nice catch, 10, running 15, 17. That's going to be Jordan Perkins. Good-looking play and a nice run.
Yeah, great job of once he secured the ball, getting upfield, no dancing around, and it's going to be just really, 9 yards on the play?
He does pick up 9 to the 19, makes it 2nd and 1. So the Tigers a little more breathing room. The goal line isn't right on their back there.
Clock is ticking down to 4:15 remaining in the second quarter.
Under the center now is Struble. I formation. Handoff to the first running back through. Tigers have the first down out to about the 24-yard line before he's brought down.
Yeah. You got to get a sense of urgency here if you want to think about trying to get points, and maybe they're not.
I think the running back getting the ball that time, Marty, was Declan Dudzinski.
Yeah, I think it was too. At first I thought it was Roby.
Big size difference there.
Big.
All right, the ball at the 25, so it is a first down for the Tigers.
They're wasting so much time, though, so I think they're just not thinking going for 6.
Out of the shotgun, Struble, back to pass, looking to his left, going to throw way downfield, and is it going to be? Oh, it's tipped away at the last instant. Good defensive play by Kettle Moraine Lutheran's Trey Leering.
Yeah, we've had that as an issue. Struble needs to get rid of that ball sooner. He knows where his receivers are going to be. Let it fly. Let your receiver run under the ball as opposed to having to stop and letting the defense catch up.
So it makes it now 2nd and 10. That stops the clock on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
That
remaining.
answered our question about were they going to try to go for points or not.
It is the Chargers 20, the Tigers 0. Ball right hash mark, 25-yard line, 2nd down 10. Snap is a good one, and it's going to keep her by Struble. Going forward, he does cross the 25, maybe to the 28. They'll bring up 3rd down.
Now you got to think about first down here. The chains will move if you can get the first. Clock stops temporarily to reset the chain gang.
So from their own 28-yard line, that was a gain of 3 by Struble. Makes it 3rd down and 7.
If you don't get the first here, I think you have to punt.
Out of the shotgun, Struble. Back to pass, rolling to his left. He's under pressure, and down he goes inside the 15-yard line. Quarterback sack by Tyler Case of the Chargers. And that's a tough play for Ripon to take there.
Thick kid, pretty quick for, you're 5'9", but you're 180, so he's a fire hydrant. Reminds me much of Caden Parr, 5'9", 195, the junior for Ripon, built the same way.
So that's a big loss for the Tigers. Back to the 16-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 12 on the play. Well, that's a tough one.
Well, you got to punt. I mean,
yeah, it's 4th down, and
you don't want them to have a chance to put more points on the board before the end of the second quarter.
4th and I think 19. Bradley back to do the punting.
Must have been a personnel issue with Ripon.
2 men in motion. They stop, are set. Snap's a good one. And now the punt going to the left. And it's going to take a Ripon bounce, but it's a short punt to the 36 and out of bounds.
Yeah. And how many seconds is that, Lynn?
That is exactly 100 seconds remaining on the clock.
That a boy. First chair algebra right there, folks.
1:40 remains on our American Family Insurance scoreboard here in the second quarter. If KML, they have a short field here, also all 3 timeouts. The ball's at the Ripon 36. Looking to add on.
Hey, and everybody stick around. For those that are live, watching live streaming here, they're going to have the halftime show with the Ripon High School band as well as introductions of the homecoming court.
Out of the shotgun, Hagenau's got it. Quick screen to the left, caught. Oh, good defense, but the running back got away from the initial tackle.
Yeah.
And does go forward and gets about 10 or 12 yards, and it's a first down.
It was a great hit and spin, and then just a nice athletic job of maintaining your feet.
And KML takes a timeout here. We'll take one as well. We'll be back right after these messages. The bakery and deli teams at Webster's Marketplace are always cooking up great food for you and your family to enjoy. Breads, buns, cakes, and of course the signature donuts. Meats hand-cut daily to Webster's Deli Broasted Chicken. Delicious dips and full line of meals for you to take home and enjoy. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service, the natural choice to help with your financial growth, helping you make secure financial decisions for the long-term stability of you and your family. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC. Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in to WRPN and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area. And we're back after the Chargers timeout. They're first. It's going to be 1st and 10. The ball on the Ripon 26-yard line. Hagenau out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Quick screen to the right side, but it's incomplete. He led the receiver a little too far.
Wow. Because if he catches that, he's got a lot of open space. They ran that play early in their first offensive series to start the game tonight. They ran that bubble screen, and he was wide open. Ripon needs to do a better job of identifying that man in the slot and have somebody on him.
I'm thinking it's an incomplete pass, but it wasn't a very good pass. I think it's the first poor one he's thrown here this evening.
Yeah, good point.
All right, 2nd down 10. Hagenau, shotgun, back to pass again, looking down the field, under pressure. Oh, he's going to get sacked. And a flag goes down at the 33-yard line. That's where the sack is, and we'll have to check the flag, but good defense by Ripon.
Well, give credit to whoever came flying through, didn't get the sack, but he made the quarterback for Kettle Moraine Lutheran step up in the pocket, and then he was kissed by his one of the Ripon players on a nice sack.
It's going to be a face mask against the Tigers. I didn't see that, but wow.
This is just not understandable. Every week we seem to be seeing this self-destruction by this club. It's like they can't handle success. It's like,
well, at least it's not a personal foul face mask because it was incidental.
So they saw the hand around the cage.
So it's only a 5-yarder.
But a great job once again by the pass rush.
But it's 2nd down and 11. Screen quickly to the left side. Caught. Running forward is the Chargers player. He's going to get inside the 20 before he's taken down. Not enough for a first down.
Ripon never has anybody out there on the flat for the slot player. They just did that on the same play on the other side of the field 2 plays earlier. And I'd keep going to it because Ripon has no answer at this point.
Gain of 9, 3rd and 2 for the Chargers. Back to pass again, looking. The quarterback, he's going to scramble, going to tuck it and run it. He runs out of bounds.
Oh.
And
what is Heemstra thinking?
Oh, boy. He ran out of bounds, and then he got pushed a little further by the Tiger player, and that's a personal foul. That's going to give Ripon Kettle Moraine Lutheran a first down, probably inside the 10.
He was well out of bounds.
Wow. Yeah, that's not a smart play there. And I don't think the quarterback had a first down either. So
no, I don't know.
Short.
I don't know if he had a gain.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah. Wow. So that is a first down, automatic at the 9-yard line. So it's 1st and goal now for the KML Chargers.
Well, got to get a stop here. Keep him out of the end zone.
Knocking on the door once again. All right, back to pass. Hagenau throws, and it's caught around the 5. Nice tackle and defense out there by the Tigers. And Kettle Moraine Lutheran will call a timeout to stop the clock with 42 seconds remaining.
Yeah, good close by the defender on that end. I didn't get the number. I never get the number. Was that Struble? Was that 10?
Yeah, number 10, Ethan Struble,
Yeah. I was going to say 18. And from that distance, I just can't see those numerals. But great job by Struble. You know, half a heartbeat sooner, and it could have been a pick 6 going the other way.
Yeah, he was just an instant late.
Yeah.
But nice tackle. It was a gain of 5, though, to the 4-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and goal from there. Our American Family Insurance scoreboard, 42 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's the Chargers 20 and the Tigers 0.
The trouble defensively for Ripon against this Kettle Moraine Lutheran offense is that they are just as comfortable putting the ball up in the air as they are keeping it on the ground with a run. And that's where, so you can't think in terms defensively of, well, you know, what are they going to do here? They'd be very comfortable throwing this ball in the air just as easily as handing it off.
So that was the second charge timeout for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. So they have 1 remaining. All right, 2nd down. Here's going to be a handoff, a little jet sweep to the right side, and the running back is Jack Netzel. He's close, but he did not get in the end zone. maybe down to the 1. Clock rolling inside of 30 seconds now. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. That play gains 3. Clock continuing, 20 seconds.
Keep this on the ground.
Hagen now has it. Hands off to the running back, straight ahead, and it's a touchdown for Kettle Moraine Lutheran's Benjamin Shaywee.
Doesn't get more basic than that. The 2 offensive linemen, I think it was the guard and the tackle, crashed down, it looked like. Straight handoff up the A-gap on the right-hand side. Good job by the running back, understanding the low man with the leverage wins, and he did that.
Yes, he did, and that changes our American Family Insurance scoreboard now to Kettle Moraine Lutheran 26 and Ripon 0. KML going for 2 on the point after touchdown play.
Yeah.
2 running backs, shotgun. It's going to be a handoff. No, a pitch to the right side, and he's going to waltz right in.
Because of the play action faking. Boy, once again, this is a great job of carrying out the fake. It just freezes that defense, Lynn.
What a nice job. Nice pitch. He waltzed right in there, and the 2-point conversion is good. So with 15 seconds remaining in our second quarter, it's Kettle Moraine Lutheran 28 and Ripon 0.
The Ripon Area School District mission is empowering learners, engaging community, and enriching the world. Ripon students live that mission through the Early Childhood Program, project-based charter schools, K-12 engineering courses, strong fine arts offerings, numerous extracurricular offerings, and the Start College Early program. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
All right, back at Ingalls Field, just 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the Chargers are kicking off. Nice high kick taken at the 21, 25, 30. Going forward, hits the 35, and then he hits the wall, and down he goes. So not much time for Ripon, just 6 seconds. They have 1 timeout. Not sure if they'll take a knee or hoist one up in the air.
Take a knee, regroup.
So it's right from the 35. Again, it's the Chargers 28, Tigers 0. So let's see. Probably just 1 play. Ethan Struble out of the shotgun. Running backs to his right. Awaits the snap. Gets it. It's going to be a handoff to Dudzinski. And down he goes. Tackle for loss in the backfield. And that ends our first half of play.
Yeah, stick around for halftime show.
Yeah, the Ripon High School band is across the field there behind the KML bench. So they're going to put on a nice halftime show, I am sure, under the direction of, I think, Sam Erickson. And
I met Sam. Cool dude.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He really is. So anyway, it is halftime. Our American Family Insurance score at the half is the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 28, the Ripon Tigers 0. And when we return, we will have the second half for you.
Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to each and every student. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and strive for excellence. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. The meat department at Webster's Marketplace has a butcher on site daily, cutting the meat fresh for you and your family. Webster's Meat Service case features hand-cut steaks, signature stuffed mushrooms, marinated chicken breasts, and great fresh from the sea options for you to enjoy. See you at Webster's. What's for breakfast tomorrow? Maybe fresh hand-cut donuts from the in-store bakery at Webster's Marketplace. Webster's Marketplace, open at 6 a.m. daily, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Webster's Marketplace features an in-store smokehouse with tasty, made-fresh right-here brats, summer sausage, snack sticks, and more. Bill and the Webster's Smokehouse team can smoke your venison, fish, or fowl. Webster's Marketplace featuring Webster's Smokehouse, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, featuring an in-store deli, bakery, floral shop, butcher, and smokehouse. Webster's is your full-service grocery store, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Floral Expressions is a full-service floral shop conveniently located inside of Webster's Marketplace. From centerpieces to balloon bouquets, full wedding flowers to custom and sentimental remembrance arrangements, Floral Expressions is here to help. Inside of Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Breakfast is served all day, along with their extensive lunch menu, salads and sandwiches, burgers and stir-fry. The new Red Roof Cafe has all the home-style favorites to please your entire group. Red Roof Cafe and Breakfast, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Webster's Express, online ordering for pickup or delivery, safely getting groceries to you and your family at the speed of your life. Order online at webstersmarketplace.com today. The bakery and deli teams at Webster's Marketplace are always cooking up great food for you and your family to enjoy. Breads, buns, cakes, and of course the signature donuts. Meats hand-cut daily to Webster's Deli Broasted Chicken, delicious dips, and full line of meals for you to take home and enjoy. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tigers athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987. Highway 23 West in Ripon. Excellence meets innovation at Ripon Area School District through a commitment to continuous quality improvement. Ripon was awarded over $750,000 in grants to expand support for students and their families through interventionist supports, school-based mental health, and after-school programming. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door, family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000. Breakfast is served all day by the kindest, most attentive staff. The new Red Roof Cafe has all the home-style favorites to please the entire group. Your freshly prepared food will be out shortly after your order. Red Roof Cafe and Breakfast, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. The Ripon Area School District mission Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign. Compassionate, high-quality dental care for the whole family. Hillside Dental. Aroma's Bar and Grill has authentic Mexican cuisine, mouth-watering steak, seafood, chicken, and vegetarian dishes cooked up with a delicious blend of spices and years of experience. You're sure to discover your favorite. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23. Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to each and every student. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and strive for excellence. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Breakfast is served all day, along with their extensive lunch menu, salads and sandwiches, burgers and stir-fry. The new Red Roof Cafe has all the home-style favorites to please your entire group. Red Roof Cafe and Breakfast, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
And welcome back to Inglesfield, homecoming Friday night for the Ripon Tigers. With Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause, and you're listening to Ripon High School football on AM 1600 and 93.1 FM WRPN The Wave, and also online streaming at youtube.com/Ripon Channel. First half certainly has not gone the Tigers' way. Our American Family Insurance scoreboard has the score: Kettle Moraine Lutheran 28 and Ripon 0. As mentioned, it is homecoming here today. The Ripon High School band, under the direction of Sam Erickson, did a nice job out on the field at halftime with their performance. A little excitement, kind of running around a little bit too. Hope you were able to see that online. And they played very well, and really nice job. Homecoming court was also introduced, and we'll pass along who was on the homecoming court. For the freshmen, it was Logan Polash and Emma Risa. Sophomores included Evan Bergman and Caroline Reeby. On the juniors, it was Greeny Amidi and Charlize Bruins. And for the seniors, we had Ariana Arnavite, Carly Kastenschmidt, Jackson Banks, and Paige Kuba, Paige Beaver and Abigail Kozelka, Riley Brooks and Roman Mueller, Kylie Bussey and Henry Willett, and royalty was Landon Shadell and Del Soro Some. So that was the homecoming court.
Good job on those names, partner.
Well, I hope I didn't ruin them too bad. We should also mention the cheer team that is here, the cheerleaders and their squad: Dakota Burbank, Adeline Butzloff, Naya Garcia, Haley Jensen, Kriya Lavelle, Brianna Mathis, Emily Moore, Taylor Pettit, Liani Rodriguez, and Addison Wangert. And they are under the direction of the coaches Tammy Conlon and Deanna Cron. Well, as mentioned, Marty, at 28-0 for the Chargers over the Tigers. And the Tigers, they got a tough break early when Riley McCann was injured on the opening kickoff.
Yep.
So he hasn't been able to play either offensively or defensively. He's on crutches here on the sideline. Ripon did have one turnover with an interception that they got, which was a good takeaway. But all in all, their best chance of scoring, they had a 4th and 2 down around the 12-yard line or so, and then there was a false start penalty and made it 4th and 7, and Ripon was never able to get any closer than that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kettle Moraine Lutheran, nice passing game.
Great passing game, the best I've seen in the Ripon games that we've covered so far. They're very consistent. The quarterback's very accurate. The timing between receiver and quarterback is outstanding. And frankly, if you are not on top of your secondary game or putting pressure on that opposing quarterback, you're in for a tough night on an aerial assault. Very impressive.
So the Tigers have taken the field. They will be defending the north end zone here.
And I wanted to say happy 50th anniversary, class of 72. I know they're here for homecoming. And the class of 71, because 3 of them met last year, but because of COVID, they canceled it. So their 50th, they're actually doing their 51st. So that'll be a good trivia answer to a question.
I thought across the street in the parking lot over there, I thought they had a class of 77 also banner up there.
What's the math on that one? Then this being 22, we'll have to do the math on that.
So here we go. Kicking off now for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. It's a nice kick taken at the 15-yard line by the Tigers out to the 25. 30, crossing there, gets some room across the 35 is Declan Dudzinski on the return, and nice job there. So the Tigers will have some breathing room there.
Very clever running, great feet, sideways, jitterbug, and made it hard to get a tackle on him. Did a good job of getting upfield. Good field position for the Tigers to start this third quarter.
1st and 10, the ball on their own 32-yard line for Ripon. Right hash mark. Quarterback Struble is under center with a fullback right behind him. Gets the handoff. No, take that. He gets the snap, and he goes right forward on a quarterback sneak.
Look at that power football.
Gets some room, too, out to the 43-yard line. So a nice-looking play.
That is a angry offensive play. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Everybody said, you know what, I've had enough of this. Let's go right up the middle.
Gain 6, 2nd down 4.
That's their best run of the night. Particularly inside the tackles.
Yeah, easily. All right, so good start here in the third quarter for Ripon on a 2nd down and 4. First drive here, third quarter. Opening drive, I should say, third quarter.
Power football again, it looks like.
Struble out of the shotgun has it, back to pass. Looking, he's got the right sideline, ball's in the air, it's going to be intercepted at around the 32-yard line by Jack Netzel.
Boy, what great secondary defense. Dudzinski on the double move on the out down. He beat his corner, but the safety just rolled over the top. Corner knew he had help over the top. Good job on the pick.
There was also a penalty on the play, and it was against Ripon, so obviously declined. And 1st and 10 for the Chargers. I didn't see what the penalty was, but more than likely a hold would be my guess. So, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, the ball on their own 31 now. Ripon 2 plays and a turnover. Left hash mark for the Chargers. Quarterback Hagenau out of the shotgun. Waiting the snap, 2 running backs. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Good move up there to the 35, down to about the 37-yard line. Making the tackle out there, Jack Scholzel for Ripon. That play's going to gain 6, 2nd and 4. Out to the 37. Just straight ahead football on that, Marty. Nothing fancy at all.
Yeah. Let's see where the front goes here. They like to put Heemstra to the wide side, to the power side.
Back to pass is Hagenau, the quarterback. Complete around the 43. Goes forward across the 45, close to midfield, and he's brought down at the 49-yard line.
I wonder how many hours the receivers and the quarterback put in on their timing patterns on these sit downs. We used to call them button hooks, out patterns, slants. It's just
the receiver that time just went about 5 yards, turned, ball was right there.
Yeah, and that's been that way all night. The quarterback knows exactly where they're going to be.
From the 49, 1st and 10. The quarterback keeper gets across midfield, but not much more than that, just a couple of yards before he's brought down after a gain of 3.
Yeah, for the most part, the Ripon run defense has been
good.
Good all evening. And unlike unconventionally, this offense for the Knights, no, not the Knights, for the Lancers, they throw the ball to almost establish their running game versus the other way around.
Second down, 7. Ball now in Ripon territory at the 48-yard line.
Chargers, third time's the charm.
All right. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle by Hagenau, the quarterback, to the running back. That is Zilka. He goes straight forward, gets good yardage inside the 40 for another Chargers first down.
Zilka, just 140 pound. He's a sophomore.
Quick. Got the ball, went right up the middle.
You're 145.9. You better be quick.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
All right, so from the Ripon 39 now, it's 1st and 10. Clock ticking away. We're at 9 minutes on our American Family Insurance scoreboard, remaining in the third quarter. Back to pass now, Hagenau. A little button hook, as Marty has mentioned. Caught at the 30. Inside, tackled to about the 28. And down he goes. Good catch by Trey Leering.
Yep, and they don't want to be risk takers. In other words, you don't want to come up on the receiver, so they're giving him the cushion, giving him the completion, and then trying to make the tackle in space.
Play gains 10 to the 28. So now it's 1st and 10 once again for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Left hash, quarterback out of the shotgun. Waits the snap, has it. Hands the ball off, right up the middle is going to be Shaywee. And he doesn't get to the 25, but gets to the 26 for a gain of a couple. We'll call it, a gain of 2. So 2nd down, 8.
It's almost like, okay, we'll hand it off once in a while up inside the tackles, but then I can hardly wait to come back with a pass play. That seems to be the attitude of this offensive unit.
Nice mixture of run and pass, too, for the Chargers here on this drive and for most of the game. Quarterback, handoff again. This time the Tiger defense stiffens, and it's going to be a tackle for loss by Ripon on the running back, Shaywee.
Well, we are the nicest defense out there.
I've never half a dozen picking them up.
I've never seen so many defensive players. Can't wait. Whose turn is it to pick up the ball carrier off the turf?
It was a loss of 1 to the 27, so a tackle for loss makes it now 3rd and 9. So we'll see what Kettle Moraine Lutheran has in store. More than likely a pass play, left hash mark. Nope, it's going to be an option to the right. Shaywee on the pitch. 25-20. He's going to be short of the first down by a couple yards, but a good offensive play.
Yeah, that run was successful enough to make it a 4th and 2, a very doable situation for them.
Right at the 20-yard line, right hash mark. Again, clock rolling. It is Kettle Moraine Lutheran 28, Ripon 0. Our American Family Insurance scoreboard, 6:35 remaining in the third quarter.
This defense has to look at this as an opportunity to stop them.
Hagenau back to pass on 4th down into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Just a receiver right down the right sideline. A little move on the defender, got open, pass was right there.
We're not going to see another team do this. 4th and 2, and they're throwing it 15, 20 yards in the air for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Wow. You can't. That is a truckload of confidence.
And it worked. Nice looking play. A touchdown to Trey Leering, the senior wide receiver. Here's the point after touchdown kick. It is up and it is good. So 6:27 remains in the third quarter on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. It's now the Chargers 35, the Tigers 0, and we'll be back after these messages.
What's for breakfast tomorrow? Maybe fresh hand-cut donuts from the in-store bakery at Webster's Marketplace. Webster's Marketplace, open at 6 a.m. daily. Highway 23 West in Ripon. Webster's Express, Online ordering for pickup or delivery, safely getting groceries to you and your family at the speed of your life. Order online at webstersmarketplace.com today.
And we are back at Inglesfield. Homecoming Friday night here at Ingles.
I was
for
out
the
of
Ripon
town.
Tigers.
Did you catch the parade at all?
I did not go down there, but I did see some photos on social media. Big crowd, and it looked like to be a good time. And
Kickoff went out of bounds. I just wanted to make sure that the Ripon player did not touch that ball.
he thought about it.
Max Huber, yeah, I almost got caught with that hand in the cookie jar.
He thought about it, but he didn't. So, yes, it does go out of bounds. So that is a penalty against Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and the ball will be brought out to the 35-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The clock will begin here. It's going to be a running clock now with the score at 35-0. As soon as the Ripon starts with the snap.
Let's see some second unit players out there now in that defensive front.
Under center. Here's a handoff right up the middle for Ripon. And I think that's going to be Roby with the ball. Nope, I take that back. That's Tyler Bradley. No, I take that back again. That is going to be Caden Pear on the carry.
I told you third time's the charm.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So that was just a handoff to the fullback, straight up the middle. Gains 2, 2nd down 8.
Want to get at least 6 here.
Again, ball to right hash. Now Strubel's out of the shotgun. Running back behind him. And that running back's going to get the ball. That's Jordan Perkins. He's going forward. Maybe a yard, maybe 2 before he's brought down. We're going to call it a gain of 1. Makes it 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yep, 3rd and long. We don't want to see that punt team on the next play. So,
yeah, we'll see what Ripon has in store here. Receivers 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun. Strubel has it. It's going to roll to the right. Going to run it straight up there. Now he's got the 1st down across the 45. Good move, smart run.
Yep. When he saw the pressure coming down on him from the outside, he cut it up and then made a nice move to get that 1st.
He did, and when he went straight after making that cut, Marty, he knew where he wanted to go. He went straight, and it was like a bull rush right up there.
Yeah.
And it was the 1st down.
He's done that twice tonight. Just eked out 1st downs.
To the 46, 1st and 10, Ripon. Under center now. Strubel, that's a quarterback sneak again. Same play as we saw to begin the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that one was a little more successful than this one, but it was the same play, like you said. That's sort of looking for some, an identity of some physicality here.
Yeah.
You want the Tigers to try to get a little mean in them.
That play gains 2, makes it 2nd and 8. Ball at the Ripon 48-yard line. Trying to get into Chargers territory here. Receivers left and right, single. Shotgun, quarterback Strubel. Hands the ball off to Perkins. He's going forward. He's fighting his way to midfield, and down he goes. So a tough couple of yards. But the official's going to mark him at the 49 of Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
About a 3-yard gain, maybe?
Yeah, makes it 3rd and 5.
Well, it's all about converting 3rd down situations to keep drives alive. So they're going to have to do it again.
Let's see what they come up with here. 3rd and 5. Strubel shotgun.
Blitz.
Going to keep it. Trying to get to the outside. He breaks one tackle, goes forward, but he didn't get the 1st down. He's going to be a couple of yards shy before he ran out of bounds, or pushed out, actually.
Yeah,
looks like he's only going to get a gain of 1.
Yeah, he had to give ground to get ground, and went to the short side.
I'm sorry.
Both interior linebackers blitzed on that play. Give credit to the edge guy here, 56, I think it was, came up on the edge, and that forced the play back inside. And if Strubel gets by him, he not only was going to get a first down, it would have been considerably more.
It's a gain of 2 to the 47, 4th and 3. Struble out of the shotgun, hands off to Perkins up the middle. Perkins fighting for it, but I don't think he made it.
No, he's going to be
about a yard short.
Yeah.
Good effort
Yep.
by Jordan Perkins, but just couldn't make it. So the ball is going to be now turned over on downs to Kettle Moraine Lutheran on their own 45-yard line.
So other games around the conference tonight is Port Washington went into Sheboygan Falls. Interesting matchup. Kewaskum is at Berlin tonight, and then Plymouth had to travel, Waupun had to travel into Plymouth.
All right, Kettle Moraine's quarterback out of the shotgun. Going to be a screen to the right. It's caught. 45-40. 45-50. Way down inside the 40, 30, down at the 24-yard line. Quick screen to that right side by Trey Leering, and he got some big yardage.
Wow.
Boy, just a quick pass over to that right side, Marty, and then that receiver just took off.
Yeah, the passing yards for Kettle Moraine Lutheran are going to be an impressive number tonight, and I think the completion percentage is also going to be pretty impressive.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 24. Hand off to the running back, off the right guard. He goes straight up the middle. That's Samuel Elke, the junior. And he has some positive yardage to the 20, gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Next week, Plymouth, they're in 2nd place. They travel to Port Washington, that's currently in 4th place. 3-1 versus 3-1. Sheboygan Falls goes to this very place. Kettle Moraine Lutheran will entertain Sheboygan Falls next Friday.
2nd and 6, handoff right up the middle again.
Boy.
Elke, the running back. Boy, he had some room there.
He creates his room.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Went straight forward, and he got some big yardage inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line, where it will become 1st and goal.
He reminds me of Butke a little bit. 30 versus number 33 for Berlin.
It's a good comparison.
Butke might be a little more physical, a little more animated, but they're both explosive up inside the tackles.
Okay, from the 8, shotgun is the quarterback. And this is going to be a handoff once again to the running back. This time it's Shawi. He's going to get a couple of yards. I don't think he got to the 5, but it became close.
That was a great close. It might have been Schozel, Jack 84, one of the guys that closed down on him. Good job by the D.
And that play ends our 3rd quarter. So our American Family Insurance scoreboard after 3 quarters of play has the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 35, Ripon Tigers 0. We'll be back with the start of the 4th quarter right after these messages. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door, family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000. Since 1896, Horicon Bank has been committed to providing excellent customer service, the natural choice to help with your financial growth, helping you make secure financial decisions for the long-term stability of you and your family. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC. All right, we are back here at Inglesfield. Homecoming Friday night. Gorgeous weather. Tough night for the Tigers, though.
Yep.
Down 35-0. Goal to go for Kettle Moraine Lutheran on the Ripon 7-yard line. The quarterback, Hagenau, out of the shotgun with 2 running backs behind him. Snap is a good one. Here's a handoff. Cuts it up the middle inside the 5 is the running back, Samuel Elke. And a touchdown-saving tackle by the Tigers.
Boy, what a nice hole he had initially on that off that right tackle. Berlin is going to be traveling over to Waupun next week. And then Ripon, we go to Kewaskum. And like I said earlier, Plymouth goes to Port Washington for the game of the week, and then Sheboygan falls at Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
It was Braden Parmalee who made the tackle on that play for the Tigers. All right, from the 3, 3rd and goal. Hagen now has it. Hand off to the running back. Straight forward. Touchdown for the Chargers. 3-yard run, Samuel Elke.
Nothing fancy this time. Kept it on the ground, just pounded it.
That they did, and it's another score. So our American Family Insurance scoreboard changes once again. It's now the Chargers 41 and the Tigers 0. And we have a point after touchdown kick coming up. Snap is good. Here's the kick, and it is also good. So our American Family Insurance scoreboard, 11-14 remains in this football game. It is now the Chargers 42 and the Tigers 0. Back in a moment.
The Ripon Area School District mission is empowering learners, engaging community, and enriching the world. Ripon students live that mission through the Early Childhood Program, project-based charter schools, K-12 engineering courses, strong fine arts offerings, numerous extracurricular offerings, and the Start College Early program. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
What do you think?
I think a GIF represents one.
All right, we are back, and we were back in a moment, and now we're back in a jiffy. All right, so Kettle Moraine Lutheran will be kicking off to the Tigers. Going to be caught at the 15. Nice catch. To the 20, 25. Makes a little move. Flag down. And that will,
boy,
that's going to go against Ripon, I'm sure. Return to the 27.
all the other ones have
yeah,
been.
I guess. Why not this
in fact,
one too,
I
yeah.
cannot think of a penalty. One penalty against Kettle Moraine Lutheran early in the game, maybe.
Was there?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe not.
I don't know if they had one or not.
That's really good coaching. I mean, that's clean, right? I mean, that is clean. Great execution and good discipline.
Yeah. All right, well, the officials are deciding where to place the ball on the field. It's a hold against Ripon.
Yeah. So anyway, conference is atop the conference. They're 4-0, Berlin is. Second, third, and fourth place in the conference is Plymouth, Kewaskum, and Port Washington, all with 3-1 records. But because Plymouth beat Kewaskum and Kewaskum beat Port Washington, that's why they're in second, third, and fourth place, respectively.
With the penalty, the ball placed back at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers. Dudzinski in motion, gets the ball in the jet sweep to the right side, trying to cut it up. He does, and he maybe gets a couple of yards out at the 20.
Yeah. Good pursuit angles. They've demonstrated that tonight, the defense for the Chargers.
So we're going to give him a gain of 3, I believe, to the 21-yard line to make it. Oh, there's another penalty against Ripon. I don't know where was the flag on that one. That's probably another hold because now they're moving the ball way back to the 11. And I didn't see the official signal on that, but.
Well, they're obviously watching. They're keeping an eye on Ripon, right? I mean, the officiating crew must feel that there's got to be a reason that they're calling all these penalties. They must be watching them.
Not much to keep an eye on when you're down 42-0. I'll tell you that.
Well,
apparently. All right. So Struble gets the snap, and he's going to try to get to the corner to the outside, and he maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's really about it. And he's going to go down. So the ball was back at the 10-yard, was at the 11. This play loses 1 to the 10. It has to get out to the 28 for a first down. So it's 2nd down, 18. And now it looks like Jacob Riddick was kind of limping off a little bit. Maybe he'll be okay. I don't know. Maybe he's checking his pads or something on his left leg. If he has a cramp or something, I don't know. But it looks like he's going to be okay. All right, 2nd and 18. Struble back to pass, looking. He's going to tuck it and run. Cross the 10, 15, 20, down that right sideline, 25, 30. And he gets out of bounds. What a play and speed, and it's a first down, Tigers.
Yeah, this late in the game, and to have that speed that you just mentioned is pretty impressive.
It was, and he found a lane on that right side, made a couple of fake passes, and that kind of froze the defenders, and then he turned on the jets and got way out to the 33.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did down that sideline. Just outran the defense.
So a nice job.
It's like I said, they've made some changes there defensively. You got second units in there for Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
1st and 10. All right, Struble going to hand the ball off. Up the middle goes the running back, but he is tackled for a loss. That was Jordan Perkins. There was just not much there. He tried to get in that middle, and then he got hit, that wall, kind of dragged back, and it's going to be a loss of 2.
I got to talk about the Ripon Historical Society earlier in the week did a thing on the famous hotel fire.
Oh, yes.
And the presenter, my wife recognized him but didn't know who it was. I wasn't there. She went with her sister. She comes back, shows me a picture. It's the guy that graduated from Ripon High School in 1971, Dave Albright. Been a lawyer up in Minnesota, up in Minneapolis where you're going tomorrow. And he was the presenter.
All right, here's a screen pass to Jordan Perkins. It's a nice catch. He runs it out to the 35, ahead of the 35 to the 37 before going down. So a nice positive yardage play by Ripon.
Yeah.
Another flag again. Oh, man.
Well, like I said, they're watching Ripon. They must feel there's a reason to, so they're being very, when you're being watched like this, boy, now you're going to look at everything and nitpick everything.
And that's what it seems to be.
These officials have decided that they've had enough of it, and they're calling everything.
Well, that takes away a positive yardage play. Wow,
big time.
And with the penalty, goes back to the 21-yard line. Now I'll have to get out to the 43 for a first down. So
wow.
2nd down, 22.
Another zip code.
Under 6 minutes to go in this game on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 42 for the Chargers, 0 for the Tigers. All right, Struble out of the shotgun's got it. Looking to pass. Complete. Huber at the 20, trying to break a tackle. But then the Chargers' friends show up, and they take him down after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, usually that same play, if you see it by Kettle Moraine Lutheran, they're going to have a blocker out there for that. And that was just a solo job with Huber to getting the ball with no help from anybody. So they just closed in on him, made the tackle for marginal gain.
And Ripon will take their first timeout of the half with our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 5 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the game. So, well, it's unfortunate. I thought maybe Ripon, they had one opportunity when they were inside the 15-yard line in the first half, but were unable to hit pay dirt at all. And since then, it's been a struggle on the offensive end, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
The Kettle Moraine Lutheran, the Chargers, they've had a nice mixture of run and pass, and they've played well, penalty-free. And Ripon, I've just off the top of my head, I've been kind of counting here. I think it's about their 7th or 8th penalty of the game already, and that's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's tough. It's been a tough season for them, and I think that's what we're seeing.
All right, 3rd, 21. Under center, it's just a quarterback sneak, and Struble is going to get out maybe to the 24-yard line for a couple of yards. That'll bring up 4th down, and I'm sure Ripon will now punt the ball away.
Yeah, and Nolan Dragalovich comes off limping a little bit, number 12.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
A freshman. With the program being what it is at Ripon, you got 9th graders up here playing varsity. Not an easy task.
That is for sure. Okay. Well, Tigers will be punting. Bradley standing on his own 13. Nice punt. Hits and caught at the 46-yard line of Kettle Moraine Lutheran. He runs across midfield, heading to the right side now, breaks one tackle, 40, 35, and down he goes at around the 30-yard line. Nice hustle by Bowden Greff for Ripon, making the tackle on the return. The punt returner started at the 46, went forward, and as he crossed midfield, went to the right side, headed down the sideline, broke one tackle.
Well, the problem is this. That punt is a line drive, so it's getting to the punt returner fast. And so your punt coverage team hasn't been down the field yet. So he has, 15 yards of open real estate before he meets black jerseys.
Under 4 minutes now to go in the game on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 42-0 Chargers. New quarterback here for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Flag goes down.
Yeah, we're going to get a legal motion, I think, unless Ripon jumped. Let's see.
I think they, Marty, they had a legal motion penalty in the first half. They did have a false start.
That was the only penalty. Yep. We talked about it. They actually got away with it a couple of times before the officials called it.
Yeah. Well, the new quarterback is a sophomore, Ryan Thistle, number 5. He's 5'11", 150 pounds. So the ball's back at the 36 of Ripon, 1st and 15. It's going to be a handoff to the running back up the middle. He's carrying a Ripon player along with him. And the running back is Aiden Martin, a senior, 185 pounds. And he was carrying the Ripon player, Eric Cumber, the freshman, who was 140.
And nobody helped him off the turf either.
So it was a gain to the Ripon 28-yard line.
See if they can keep him out of there. I think Ripon has a few non-starters out there as well.
So it's a gain of 8 on the play. All right, 2nd and 7. It's a handoff up the middle, cutting to the outside, inside 25, the 20 before he's brought down. At around the 16-yard line, that's enough for a first down for the Chargers. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the game on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. The ball now at the 17-yard line of Ripon, where it will be 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, quarterback back to pass, throws across the middle.
Look at that.
Wow, nice play, and it's a touchdown for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Just a little route across the middle of the field. The quarterback caught him and ran in for the score. So
the little mini post right over the middle, wide open. He threw a strike. Hit him right in this between the numbers and the stomach, however you want to call it.
And in stride for sure.
Yeah.
He just ran right into the end zone. So that's an 18-yard touchdown pass. So that changes our American Family Insurance scoreboard once again. It's now 48-0, awaiting the point after touchdown kick. And the snap is good. The kick is up, and it's good. So 1 minute and 51 seconds remain in the football game. Our score, the Chargers 49, the Tigers 0. Back with the kickoff in a moment.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign. Compassionate, high-quality dental care for the whole family. Hillside Dental. Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in to WRPN and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area.
And we are back at Ingalls Field. Kettle Moraine Lutheran going to be kicking off here after their most recent touchdown. At the 15 is the return, 25-30. Nice run out to the 35 before Jordan Perkins is brought down.
Yeah, Perkins has great instincts. He understands when he sees an opportunity. he accelerates and gets upfield and has a nice, just a nice, great set of feet there.
Yeah, he burst of speed, too, right up the middle. Not afraid of getting hit. And he brought it out to the 36-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 Tigers. Nolan Dragalovic will be the quarterback here for these final couple of snaps. Under going to be about a minute remaining when the play is run. Tough night here for homecoming, that's for sure. But nonetheless, a good crowd, nice student section. Kids are having fun. Band did a great job at the half with their march out there. The crowd certainly appreciated it, as did we here announcing the game. All right, so here's a handoff right up the middle to the running back, and I believe that's going to be Parker Stellmacher, the sophomore. Going to get about 3 before he's brought down. To the 39, 2nd down 7. Coming up will probably be the last play of this game. If they get it off here, it's 15, 14.
I don't think they're gonna.
I don't think they're going to either. Single digits here, 6, 5.
That'll do it.
That's going to do it, yeah. All right, so that is our broadcast and game here tonight for Homecoming 2022. Our final score has the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 49 and the Ripon Tigers 0. We certainly want to thank our sponsors who have made our broadcast possible here tonight. Also our technical people, David Bennett. Glad to have him back in Ripon for the day.
Haven't seen him in 2 months of Sundays.
Jonathan on the other end running the board. So all went well up here. And even though the outcome was not what we had hoped for, regardless, we hope that you have enjoyed our broadcast here tonight. So for Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. We appreciate you listening, and we will be greeting you again next week when Marty and I travel to Kewaskum. All right, so that's our broadcast here tonight. The final again, 49-0, Chargers over the Tigers. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again, have yourselves a great and safe